All right, there is a need for a very, very basic tutorial on the money flow with the crypto, because I realize some of you guys, you're totally new to crypto. And I got to tell you, at the time I'm making this video, I'm only about less than a month into ever having used crypto. And I could tell you when I first started trying to figure out how to just move the money, I got so overwhelmed and confused, and I got a headache, and it just turned into this long project, a long project of research and trying to figure out what all these words meant. That's basically what the problem was, is the terminology. And so it just doesn't have to be that complicated. But for some reason, when you look for tutorials online to try to understand this stuff, they're all done by uber geeks who understand crypto inside and out, and every other word is some word you don't understand. So I'm going to give the, quote, dummy version, unquote, for people like me. This is the version I wish I would have had in the first 10 minutes that I was doing this, and it would have saved me hours. Over here on the right, this is going to represent your crypto's OTC trading platform wallet. And it's literally that. It's a digital wallet. It holds currency. You have a wallet in your pocket, it holds currency if you have dollar bills in there, or $10 bills. And this is just a digital wallet. So instead of a physical paper dollar, it's got a little piece of data that we're calling a coin or a token. And those coins, that currency, is called USDT. That's the US dollars tethered, I think is what that stands for. The other term that people would use for that would be tether. So sometimes you'll see in a crypto wallet, like if you want to buy crypto, you search for USDT and Tether will come up. Well, Tether is USDT. Those are the same thing. In the middle here, this represents your crypto wallet. These are going to be things like, I'm not recommending any of these, I'm just giving you examples. These are going to be things like Kraken, CoinZoom, Coinbase, Hyperwallet, things like that. And it's basically just a location to store dollars or digital currency. And because of how the world is right now, we need an intermediary to get money from your bank, where you hold dollars over here, into your wallet so that you can actually do your transactions with COTPS. The COTPS wallet is not going to take dollars. Doesn't do it in dollars, it only does it in crypto. And that crypto is USDT. Now USDT is the same value as US dollars. So if you have 1,000 US dollars, that's equal to almost exactly 1,000 USDT. It fluctuates a little bit. Like earlier today, one tether was worth $1.02. And then 15 minutes later, it was 1-to-1. So it changes a little bit, but not much. It's pegged pretty good to the dollar. So in terms of dollar amounts, you don't have to think like with Bitcoin is like 40,000 something per Bitcoin, $40,000. So if you want to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, it's like 0.0001, and it just gets confusing. The other thing is, if our wallets over at Crypto's OTC were held in Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin is bouncing all over the place. It could be worth $40,000 per Bitcoin today and $30,000 tomorrow, and the next day it's worth $60,000. You just don't know. So it would be a nightmare trying to generate profit that way. So everything's being held in USDT so that its value is locked to whatever the dollar is worth. So we can think with it easily. But what we need to do to get started here is we need to get USDT or Tether into our wallet over here at Crypto's OTC. Now the way that we're going to do that is we're going to do that with a transfer network called TRC20. So this Tether, this USTD, can be sent through different types of networks. It can be sent through different types of networks or different chains. And these are just chains basically of data communication is all that they are. But there are slower chains and there are faster chains. And TRC20 is a very fast chain. So earlier today I did a withdrawal from my COTPS wallet to my Kraken account, and that arrived in about 8 minutes. Then I did a deposit from my Kraken account into my COTPS wallet, and that arrived in less than 3 minutes. There are other networks you can use to send Tether, but not for this, not for Crypto's OTC. Crypto's OTC, at the time I'm making this video, only does deposits and withdrawals via the TRC20 network. And what is being transferred across that network is not dollars, it's USDT or Tether. These are digital versions, digital coins that are the same value as dollars. So when you log in there and you click the recharge button, it's going to tell you right on the button, TRC20. Now, in order to get TRC20 into here, we simply need to buy TRC20 inside of some exchange or via the use of some exchange. Here are 4 example exchanges. There's many exchanges. There's something like 1,100 exchanges out there right now. Not all of them sell USDT. So what you're looking for when you're looking for a wallet here is you are looking for a wallet that allows you to deposit dollars and use those dollars to buy Tether or to buy USDT. Now some of you, maybe you already have a crypto wallet and you got Bitcoin in it. This tutorial is not for you. This is for the ultra beginner who's never bought crypto before. If you already have Bitcoin in your wallet, just use your Bitcoin to buy USTD and then fund your COTPS wallet and let's get transacting here. But for the beginner, we need to get dollars into your crypto wallet. I can't make any recommendations for a crypto wallet. I could just tell you what other people are using. I can tell you what I'm using. I'm using Kraken. Kraken is one of the more strict ones. They have a higher tendency to ban people's accounts and kick their money out. I mean, they don't tell you the reason. If you are coming from Wells Fargo with a wire, they're going to hold your funds for 72 hours. They only allow wires in. That is probably true of a lot of them. Some of them will allow debit card purchases to fund your crypto wallet. Usually when they do that, there will be a 72-hour hold. I know a lot of people who do COTPS use Hyperwallet, just hyperwalletapp.com. I've never used it. But whatever wallet you're going to use, and maybe you're going to search out one on your own, or you already have one, but you never bought USDT, you need to contact them or look in their knowledge base and just make sure that they allow you to buy USDT one way or another. Like maybe they don't allow you to buy it with dollars. Maybe you've got to put dollars in, buy Bitcoin, and then use the Bitcoin to buy USDT. And if you have to do that, there's going to be a fee on every one of those transactions. So if that's the case, you may want to find another wallet to use. But it's very simple. Can I use my US dollars to buy USDT in your exchange? If the answer is yes, great. Can I send USDT via the TRC20 network? If the answer is yes, great. Can I receive USDT via the TRC20 network? If the answer is yes, great, you're good to go. At this point, the only difference between those that qualify through these 3 questions is what their fees might be. And I think you're going to find that they can vary a lot. Now in Kraken, it's 0.89% to buy Tether, to buy USDT with dollars. It's 0.89%. I don't know what the fees are for the other ones. Maybe later I'll use some other ones and I'll update this video. But you can ask them, just hop on their support chat and ask them, or submit a ticket and ask them, or look through their pricing information on their site and ask them. See, when you're new, when you start combing through websites like this, trying to figure out what's what, you get a headache. So I'm giving you the 3 things to ask. In addition to that, you might want to ask, okay, I'm in whatever state, or I'm in whatever country. Is there any reason why that's a problem for me to put dollars in or out from that country using your exchange? Is there any reason why my country is a problem for sending USDT out and in using the TRC20 network? All you're trying to do is get USDT in and out of your COTPS wallet using the TRC20 network. But if you can't get dollars into your crypto wallet, you're never going to be able to buy the USDT. So some people say, well, how do I convert my dollars to USDT? You don't. What you're doing is you're buying Tether using dollars. In whatever wallet you're in, there's going to be a button somewhere that says buy crypto. And once you've wired money into your crypto wallet, you're going to have a balance, and that balance will be in dollars. Click the buy crypto button, and there'd be a list or a search bar, and you'll type in there Tether or USDT, and you'll use your dollars to buy Tether. Once that's complete, your account will show your balance in USDT, or it might say Tether, and it will be approximately the same minus whatever the fee was that they charged you to complete that sale. So if you're looking to fund your COTPS wallet, for example, with $500, you have to account for the fees. With Kraken, there's a $2.50 fee just to send it through the TRC20. That's one fee. The other fee is when you buy the USDT with dollars. That's 0.8%. So if you want to put $500 in here, minimum, You need to add another $250 for this if you're using Kraken, plus another roughly 0.9% to cover that fee, plus whatever your bank's going to charge you for the wire. Now my bank charges $20 for a wire. So you just have to figure out whatever your bank charges. So the flow is very simple. You have dollars in your bank account. You get the information. You go into your crypto wallet. You click on usually a button that will say funding. And then you click on the next button that says deposit. And it will give you an address to send that deposit to, which would be a crypto address. So that if you have crypto in another wallet, you can send it. You can fund this crypto wallet. Or if you tell it you want to fund in dollars, generally it will give you options. And with Kraken, the only options are bank wire. But there's 3 different places you can send it. So you choose one, and it will show you all the information: the name of the bank, the name of the company, the address of both, the bank account numbers that you're wiring to, and it will give you a unique code to identify your transaction. And that needs to be on the wire information when the bank sends it. I'm not showing you all this because when you go into your crypto wallet to fund it, it's going to be pretty obvious. You're going to click fund, and it's going to say, what do you want to fund with? And you're going to choose US dollars. And it's going to say, here are your options, pick one. You pick bank wire, it's going to show you all the information you need. You take a screenshot, you print it, whatever, get that to your bank and have them send a wire. Now, if they're willing to fund with a debit card, they're probably going to charge you a fee to use that. It's probably going to be like 3.5% to fund with the debit card. There's another fee. And they're probably going to hold the funds. Before you start any of this, if you're shopping for a crypto wallet, you can always ask them via their support chat, do you charge a fee for funding with the debit card? Or do you charge a fee for funding with the wire? Or do you fund via ACH? Because each one might be different. There's no reason to have any surprises on this. This is the hardest part about this business, is just getting funded, especially if you're brand new and just starting out. Once you've been through the process of funding your crypto wallet, buying Tether, and then funding your COTPS wallet, and then you've done a withdrawal, a test withdrawal, and you've seen the money come out of your COTPS wallet back into your crypto wallet in like 3 minutes. It may not take 3 minutes, but for me, that's how long it took. Then after that, it's easy because you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It all makes sense now. But all you're looking at is this flow here. So for me, it took me about 4 days just to get the bank wire through, because I went to the bank and I said, I need to send a wire. And they're like, oh, we're transitioning from SunTrust to Truist, and it's a nightmare. None of our pins work for wires, and we're too busy, and you have to come back later. So I came back later. Again, they were still all busy. Their pins didn't work. Oh, you're going to have to set an appointment time. But actually, I can't do that right now. Why don't you send me an email? I mean, it just was a nightmare. So I said, you know what? I went up the street. I opened an account at a local bank in the afternoon, set the wire up in the morning, it went out. So the process of you getting with your bank to send the wire may be a pain, or it may not be a pain depending on what bank you have. Now I'm set up so I can just log into my online banking and I can send a wire anytime I want. But I didn't have that when I started doing this. So in the beginning, that first day, 2 days, 3 days maybe for you, that's all going to be just getting money into finding a crypto wallet and getting money into your crypto wallet. So step one would be to get your crypto wallet, signed up for that, get your KYC done. That's your Know Your Customer documentation. That's your identity verification. They're going to ask for different information. Some of them will just have you upload an ID, a picture of your ID front and back. Some of them will want you to submit more than that. They'll let you know what you need. Once that KYC is done, you're going to set up all your wallet addresses. You're going to set up a wallet address for deposits and a wallet address for withdrawals, maybe, depending on the wallet. In other words, if I'm depositing, say to Kraken here, I need to set up a wallet address, which is a deposit wallet address. And I'm going to take that address, and that's going to be set up over here inside my COTPS wallet as a withdrawal address. So when I go to withdraw funds, I'm withdrawing it to the wallet that I have over here at Kraken, that Kraken considers a deposit address. So what this wallet considers a withdrawal address, because it's going this way, this wallet would consider a deposit address. Now COTPS is going to give you your own wallet address for depositing here. When I take that address and I plug it into my Kraken, for example, that's going to be a withdrawal address. So I'm going to need a withdrawal address to set up here, and then that will be a deposit or a recharge address here, and it will be the same address. Hopefully that's not too confusing. So you can't pay with Bitcoin, you can't pay with Ethereum, you can't pay with a million other things. You can fund this with USDT Tether, and you can withdraw with USDT Tether. So you set up your wallet, you set up your withdrawal, your KYC, your identity verification, you set up your wallet addresses. In this case, the first thing you would do, you'd get the recharge address from here, and you'd set that up as a withdrawal address in this wallet, so you could fund this. You could do the other one later for accepting deposits. And then once you've done that, you get with your bank and you have them send the funds to your crypto wallet. Now, if they do ACH or they do debit card and that's how you're going to do it, you're not going to have to go to your bank or call your bank. If they're only going to take a wire, well, you're going to have to set that up through your bank. Unless you already have an established business account and you have online banking that allows you to send wires at will. Most people don't have that. Once the funds are here, you use those dollars to purchase Tether. Once you have a balance in Tether, you set up a withdrawal here in this wallet to the address that COTPS gives you as your recharge address, which you've already set up here. In that case, you basically click a button that says funding, and you click another button that says withdrawal, and you choose that address from the little drop down because you've already set it up in here, and then you click submit, and they're going to ask you, please check your two-factor authentication and add this code. When you go through the process of doing your KYC and setting up all your passwords and everything in this wallet, you're going to set up a two-factor authentication so that every transaction you try to make, it's going to force you to put in a code that they send to your phone to keep you safe. So if anybody hacks into your account, they can't move your money, they got to have your phone, they got to be logged into your phone. And I would suggest you put a passcode on your phone in case you lose your phone. And I would suggest you record all those keys, all those wallet addresses, all your passwords, all your two-factor authentication keys, take screenshots of them, print them, save them in a spreadsheet, save them in a text document, take a video of them, write them down. I don't care. You want to make it impossible to not be able to find those, because if your phone gets damaged, destroyed, you lose it, and you don't have those, you're screwed. Make it impossible to lose those. So that's the basic flow for the beginner on how this money moves. And in the next video, you look more specifically at how to actually fund.